That's okay. We can hear you pretty well. That's okay, Zorian. Welcome to today's episode of Frugal Tech Live. We have special guest Zorian Rotenberg on the line with. He joined us once before when we did the drawing for the StarWind Sand Enterprise or StarWind Sand Server Enterprise Edition, and Zorian was gracious enough to come and join us today. And we are recording this in the event that you are unable to watch the whole thing in its entirety. And we have other people that stop by all day long and all night long and watch them as well. Zorian, you when we last spoke, you mentioned you had something kind of special you wanted to mention on today's broadcast. So I'm going to turn that over to you and tell us what you have on your mind.
Well, interestingly enough, I thought we would actually save the best for last. But if you want to start out with the best, I can certainly share this with you.
Well, you know, I believe eat your dessert first because you never know when you're going to die, Zorian.
Hopefully not today.
Right, there you go.
I got way too much work to do to die today.
Okay.
So, well, I guess I will announce it to your listeners. At least they'll have the benefit of this. Is that what I was referring to when we spoke last time? That next time we speak, we'll have something exciting to tell you.
Right.
And the excitement that I want to announce is that we're going to come out with a brand new version, StarWind 5.0. And it's not just it's the excitement in itself is not that it's just a new version, which is going to be great, because let me just start out by saying that the new version is going to have a brand new enhanced GUI, a very easy kind of point and click, simple to use, highly intuitive GUI that is built around the tree branch structure that a lot of IT professionals out there are very accustomed to via using VMware ESX or vSphere, as well as a lot of the Windows Server applications.
Right.
The GUI in itself deserves the announcement, but that's not really the dessert. That's kind of the initial part of the dessert, but the cream is about to come. The chocolate filling. I was eating. You know, I was with my friends and my wife at this dessert place this weekend after a comedy show, and there was this chocolate lava cake.
We'll let you save the chocolate filling for a little bit later. Then how's that?
No, we can do this.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go the whole. We're gonna do the whole thing. Okay.
I was just reminiscing about the chocolate lava cake where the chocolate was just flowing out as soon as you kind of cut it open with a spoon a little bit, and this is really it. The chocolate, in my opinion, it's gonna be kind of at the center of this cake, of this StarWind version 5.0, is the active high availability, Bruce, which is a truly amazing product technology. It's what others call automated failover in storage. It's what you have is basically an active storage cluster, and basically this eliminates a single point of failure in your storage. So whereas you have a storage and you set it up with a Microsoft Windows Server cluster, let's say you're running SQL Server or Hyper-V, let's say, right, in the virtualization environment.
Okay.
You're setting up a Hyper-V cluster so that if the first server fails, it automatically fails over to the second storage node. And that means that your servers, your Hyper-V servers, or your SQL server servers are not going to fail because there was a system failure. Because if the first box in the cluster fails, the second one immediately picks up and goes online, and you don't lose a split second, right?
Okay.
You have high application availability with that cluster, as a lot of your listeners and your customers know. However, the big problem is storage. Well, what if storage goes down?
Right.
What if storage fails, right? So you have a cluster, and that's all dandy, but what happens if your storage appliance dies? I mean, even if you have, say, an EMC or NetApp, I mean, those are really great, powerful storage products. But if you have just one storage box, something happens, something fails, and it dies.
Okay.
Even even if you can get it back up online in about a 2 to 3 hour window if you're really good,
Mm-hmm.
you've just lost 2 or 3 hours.
Right, exactly.
So your applications were down, your data was down, not much availability there.
Right.
But what we're effectively announcing, and this is truly a pre-announcement because we haven't announced it as a company. I don't think a lot of people really know about this except customers that have been looking at this and some of the testing we've been doing over the past many months to bring this to final kind of launch timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is you have 2 storage nodes, just like a regular cluster from Microsoft Windows Server, right? You have 2 storage nodes, so if the first storage for any reason goes down and fails, you immediately have the second storage node or appliance or storage server, whatever it is that you wish to call it, immediately pick up and go online and instantly start working as if nothing happened. It's called automated failover.
Wow.
In the technical sense.
Okay.
And that is the chocolate as far as I'm concerned in this dessert. At least for me, if you will. I'm a big chocolateholic. But it's just in such an unbelievable technology that it really, when people talk about the headaches that storage and IT professionals have, one
Mm-hmm.
of the major headaches is losing your data and your storage. And even if
Right.
even if you can bring it back up because you have it replicated or backed up somewhere, you lose time.
Mm-hmm.
This technology effectively allows you not to lose any time at all. So not only do you have everything precisely mirrored or replicated or backed up, whatever it is that you want to call it, synchronously mirrored is our term, right?
Okay.
Well, you have data synchronously mirrored. It's not just the fact that you have a complete, precise replica of your data safely stored on a separate server, on a
Mm-hmm.
separate storage server, separate storage node, but it's also the fact that you can automatically fail over to that redundant node without losing a heartbeat.
So I'm going to have then, in essence, I'm going to have a twin of
Yes.
my SAN server, and I'm actively mirrored to the main server there, and the very second I can't communicate with that server, I kick in and take right over, and everything goes without missing a beat.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, in a sense, it's almost like analogously. Imagine you're sitting at home and you have a backup of your hard disk, but your hard disk crashes.
Right.
Don't you get a headache just from thinking about the fact that
Now, did you watch
Boy.
this show earlier, Zorian? Because that is exactly
No.
what happened to me this weekend.
Not at all. But think about it. You get a headache just from the thought that you actually have to waste many hours of your Saturday afternoon. You name it, right?
Right.
To bring back and recover that data because your hard disk crashed. Even though you're completely sure that your data is backed up, even though you have no headaches about the fact that you lost anything, you're just getting this uneasy feeling about the fact that, boy, am I going to waste all this time like recovering and reconfiguring and just what a waste of time.
That's
And it's the
awful.
same thing here on the server end, right, on the storage end. You
Right.
don't lose any time at all.
That is a fantastic feature.
It's not even a feature. I think it's not even
the
a
architecture.
feature. It's
Right.
a whole architecture. It's a product. It's a truly significant technology that what really puts the kind of the cream on the cake here on that very chocolate dessert if that was all not enough, right?
Huh.
If the GUI was not enough and if the new GUI was not enough and multiple other features and the active high availability with automated failover and failback, okay?
Right.
We also have something called fast synchronization failback, which almost nobody else in our zip code has.
Okay.
And even if that was not enough, Bruce, all of this is going to come at a truly affordable price that is unprecedented, truly. And I say that not in a marketing, not in a pushy, biased kind of marketing, advertising kind of sense. I'm saying absolutely genuinely, sincerely, that when this is released, and this is coming soon, everybody's going to be blown away. I mean it.